do. And he's telling them to go out. You go out in my name. You go out. You don't take a change of clothes. You don't take anything to eat. You don't take anything. You have to rely totally on me and my word when you go out. And you know, Jesus didn't care what the disciples were wearing. Did he care? He sent them out exactly as they were. Told them not to even take a pair of clothes, but to go out. No money. Nothing. And sent them out just as they were. And it was awesome because they had nothing to rely on but Jesus and the Holy Spirit at that time, because he gave them that power.
Yes.
He gave them that power. And then in verse 6 he says, but go, gather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out the devils. Freely give as you have received. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass for your purses, nor scrip for your journey. What? No scrip? We don't have nothing to follow? What to say to these people? Neither two coats, neither shoes, nor staves, or workman is worthy of his meat. And whatever city or town ye shall enter, inquire of who it is worthy, and abide ye, go hence. And you know what he says there? Inquire who in it is worthy, that you will abide. Do you hear that? Who is worthy? What house is worthy to have the servant of God to stay in their home? It wasn't the other way around. Who in that home is worthy to have the servant of God in his home? Amen. Isn't that awesome? We always feel like, we're treading on people when we want to sow to them. We want to tell them about God. And don't you feel like sometimes, they don't want to hear you, or you don't know how they're going to take you. We're so worried about how they're going to think about us or treat us when they find out that we're a man or woman of God. But he says, whoever is worthy of you, do you go into their house and stay. And if the house is worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it not be worthy, let your peace return to you. Yep. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words when you depart out of the house or city, shake the dust off your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in that day in judgment than for that city. We go and we sow that seed, and we sow that seed. And we have the anointed people of God. You have peace to sow. You have gifts to share. You have a word for them to get them out of bondage. You go into their home and he's saying, you know what? If people don't receive you, if they slander you, if they treat you with malice, if they reject you, he says to what? Pull your peace back. We're not to fight. We're not to fight with the enemy. We're not to fight with the devil. We're not to fight with the people who reject God.
That's good.
We sow the seed. It's up to God to whether that seed, what it turns to. We are to sow, we water, we do what he tells us to do. But if the people reject your word, he says to shake the dust off your feet.
That's right.
Shake the dust off your feet. It is, I know we've all done it, how we stand and we've argued with people about doctrines, right? Me and my sister wanted to go minister into the jail. And there's a person that already did it. And before he would even talk to us about, letting us help him minister to the prisoners in there, he wanted to know all of our doctrines, what we believed. And we're standing there like, what? Pastor don't even preach doctrine. He doesn't say, okay, this is doctrine. Well, you do, but not like that. The doctrine of the the blood? That's what we need to know? That Jesus died on the cross to save me from my sin? That's the doctrine that I have. That he loves you enough that no matter what you've done, but it didn't matter. The rules and regulations, if you defy that, people don't want to hear it.